Hey guys, it's Tyler, and today we are back in the bee laboratory with a lot of bee genetics to do today. And this is probably going to be fairly complicated if it's the first time seeing this for you guys, but I promise I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible, and hopefully we can get this all figured out. So I took out our machines we had here before, only because we're going to need the space and the energy for sure to run these guys, and I put them up on signs just where I want to place them, and I will explain that in a sec. So I set up another row of crafting tables because we need a lot of stuff, and they are expensive. So we have our inoculator, and that needs an advanced genetic machine, which needs diamond, gold, and enhanced circuit board, which needs also genetic machine, which is iron, lapis, basic, and apiarist machine, which is sturdy. It's a lot of stuff, and it all really is worth it. So let's grab our inoculator. We also have our gene pool, a little less expensive to make than the inoculator, but we have him. We also have the purifier, which is once again kind of expensive. We have the gas tiers and the advanced genetic. Grab him. We also have the isolator, which is going to need 3 emeralds and 4 blaze rods. Grab him. And then we have the synthesizer, which needs some soul sand. And once again, the tanks. So now that we have all of those, let's place them down exactly where we want to put them. So synthesizer there, isolator there, gene pool will go there, inoculator all the way over here, and our purifier right there. Awesome. Why did I space those out? I'm going to explain that in a little bit, but we still have a couple other things that I need to craft. Empty serums. This is where we're going to be able to store our bee traits. So just need some royal jelly, so you are going to need your imperial bees before you can do basically any of this stuff. So get the first kind of set breeding already. And yeah, that's it. So, what does all of this do? It looks very complicated. It is, I'm not going to lie, but let's kind of get started. So we're always going to start at the gene pool. And the gene pool, basically what he's going to do, and he needs power, he needs a lot of power, so make sure you have a lot of power. I'm putting emphasis on a lot of power, because machines like this guy, 40,000, 50,000, and 75,000. So, you're going to need a lot. And I have some creative energy cells downstairs powering this, but you are going to need a lot of power. So, what does the gene pool do? The gene pool is going to create liquid DNA, okay? And you're going to go, what the hell is liquid DNA? Well, do I still have bees in here? No. Let's just grab a stack of forest drones. And this is honestly the best. I grabbed the princess wow. This is the best thing you can do with the gene pool. Any extra bees that you have that you don't need, just throw them into the gene pool. And what this is going to do, it's going to slowly take each bee, and it's going to basically liquefy it in a way. So, liquid DNA, 5% full, it gives us 100 millibuckets every time we kind of liquefy a bee. Now, why do I want that? Well, that's because the synthesizer needs this liquid DNA in order to run, and the purifier needs liquid DNA in order to run. So that's why I set up these fluid ducts in the back, and sadly, I just kind of screwed up here because I need to access that. There we go. And I already have a pneumatic in there, so let's just enable that to high. And it's just going to pour the liquid DNA out right away. That's usually how I do this setup. I know it kind of looks crappy with the things showing, but you could easily kind of cover that up and make it look good. So, not too worried about that. So now we have our liquid DNA being created, and it's going into our synthesizer and our purifier. What's next? Well, we can take the isolator, and basically what the isolator is going to do, it's going to extract traits from our bees, okay? So, let's grab a... Do I still have a beealyzer anywhere? I don't. Let's grab a beealyzer real quick. And some honey. Okay, and let's take a look at this forest princess. We'll put him in, we'll put those in. It's a forest, okay? Shorter, slowest. It's not going to have any change in these since we didn't breed him. But basically what the isolator is going to do is it's a random chance of it grabbing one of these traits in here, okay? So I usually like to, whenever I'm using these machines, I always like to get every species trait available. Okay, so let's put in our Forest Princess, and that's not going to do anything yet because we do need the empty serums because it's going to put the traits into there. And Benny added these little tiny kind of info tabs to kind of show you certain stuff. So it needs an item, and then that will go away, and this will start working. Now, you wouldn't want to do this with a princess, okay? You'd probably want to do this with excess drones again, because, well, you don't want to lose your princess because there is a chance of the bee being lost after it goes through this process. Once again, there is a chance that it won't, which is pretty lucky. And we got the slowest production serum. Okay, so that's kind of crappy, I'm not going to lie. Why would we ever want the slowest production serum? But this guy's still going, so we might as well see if we can grab something good off of him, like fertility or forest or something like that. The interesting thing is that it can't, there we go, forest species. So that's a good one. I want to take him out now because I don't want to lose this guy. Now, this forest species serum, what do we do with him? Well, first we're going to want to put it into the synthesizer. And basically what this is going to do, it says right now that it's empty and it has an average quality. What this guy is going to do is going to fill him up as much as possible, but it's also going to bring down the quality. Now, what does that mean exactly? The highest it can go is 16 charges, and that's going to mean that we can use it 16 times. Okay, so we can fill not 16 bees, but we can attempt to fill 16 bees before we have to recharge this guy. So you'll see once this finishes, we have... Yeah, the tooltip's kind of screwed up, but it says 1 charge, okay? So, still average quality. What happens if the quality goes down and we use it with a low quality? There's a chance that your bee is going to become like the swarmer bees that we talked about last episode, and there's a chance that it will die after several generations, so you don't want to use ever a lower than great quality serum, okay? So this guy's going to charge up. Let's give it some time to charge up, and I will be right back. Real quick, I do want to make sure that you realize that in our beealyzer, when we put a bee in that is breeded and there's, traits that are different, so let's say we have, we're trying to make a common and we have a forest and a meadows, the isolator will pick up that meadows as well. So there is a better chance of you getting the trait that you want from your bee if it is a purebred bee. That way there's no other traits swimming around in there, and it's basically you gain a 50% better chance of getting it, pretty much, if you have a purebred bee. So this guy is slowly charging, we're up to 4, and you can see that the quality has gone down to poor, and that's not very good. Now I do want to make sure you guys do realize, and I know I'm saying this a lot, this is using a lot of power every single time we charge this. You need to have a lot of power set up in your base. So we have 5 charges. I'm going to stop it there just for the sake of the video. You should realize, though, this will go up to 16 charges, okay? Now, what do we do once we have our poor quality serum? We put it into the purifier. And basically what this guy's going to do is it's going to make that quality better, okay? There is a chance that it's going to bring down the number of charges, but that's kind of worth it to not have crappy quality, is the way I think about it. So it goes from average, this will go to probably good or best, I don't remember what the order is, and this will use liquid DNA. Once you see, this will go down once this finishes, and down to 37, but it went back up. So, back 5 charges, average quality, and then this will slowly, in a second, fill up, and we will probably get to a better quality, or not. Whatever. Now, what do you do with our serum here? Now, I do want to make sure you guys realize you want this to be the best quality possible, and if you search serum in the NEI, you will see that excellent quality with all of these serums is what you do want. Okay, 16 charges, excellent quality is the best of the best. This is up to good. So this is pretty good. You do want to get it to excellent, but good gives you a good chance of not having any mutation issues with the bee. So what do we do with the inoculator? The inoculator is where you ultimately can apply the trait to the bee. So let's grab a meadows drone, and let's say we want to make it forest. So we're just going to put the meadows into the top, and the serum into the left, and this will slowly, very slowly, fill our bee with the trait. And there's a chance that the first time going through, it's not going to fill up the bee. There is a chance that it won't, and then it'll just, take a charge off, and then it'll keep trying. But over time, it probably takes around 2 to 3, I'd say. Getting it on your first try is kind of rare, but it is absolutely possible. So you do want to kind of keep these in here for a while. Now, why did I leave these spaces in here? That's because Buildcraft actually offers gate support for the Binny's mod machines. And I shouldn't say that Buildcraft offers these support because Binny was the one that actually put them in, but that's all relevant because we're just going to be using them and making it cool. So let's put in these pipes, and they are the wrong way. We have to change that. Boom, and boom. And let's put in our gate, and for those who don't understand gates, they basically work as an if-then statement to take out items from an inventory or to control items in an inventory. So we can say, let's put in a slowest production serum, just for the pure hell of it. I don't know why it just disappeared. Let's grab another serum. No, it's not going to let me put in a full one in. Well, that's weird, not going to lie. But what does this do? So we can say to this gate, can work, no, cannot work, no, is not working, no, 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 no. There we go, serum full. Okay, so we can say when the serum is full, then do an energy pulse. And that's going to send the serum out of our synthesizer and into our purifier. Now, this guy's done all of its work. Let's head to this guy. What can this guy do? Okay, can work. No, 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 no. Okay, serum pure. So that's going to be excellent quality. Then energy pulse. That's going to send our serum right from there into our inoculator. Now, you can also, if you don't want to go straight into your inoculator, you can simply set up a chest right here, and it will pump your finished serums into the top. And I think these offer hopper support. So if you have a bunch of serums that you want to get going, you can just put a hopper on top, and then they'll just all gradually over time keep going through the loop and getting filled up. So that's basically the Binny's machines. I know they're a little bit complicated, and you always want to have some chests nearby, and I would highly recommend labeling them with certain serums. So I usually do species, production, and pollination or something like that. Effects, because you can get, like the jungle has the poison effect, you can get effects off of these serums. I would highly recommend putting chests to fill your serums with. So that's going to be all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was a little bit helpful. Next episode, I think I'm going to do kind of a fun little one because bee breeding is kind of finished. I know that's crazy to think about, but we have covered mostly everything. So I'm going to talk about some fun to breed bees. It's going to be a kind of cool episode just highlighting some important bees that you can breed in the game. And then from there we will be moving on to tree breeding. So that is super exciting, super cool, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!